If you're on a journey to improve your overall wellness, whether it be to manage your gut health, to manage an autoimmune disease, or even to lose weight, you may find yourself going down a rabbit hole of overwhelm about the things in your house that may be toxic to you and your family. Hi, welcome to Gut Health Made Simple. My name is Kim and I'm your host. Today, I want to talk about some of the changes that I made over the last 18 months as I was trying to improve my gut health and learn more about how to manage my autoimmune disease. I want to share some of those household changes that I've made with you. The very first thing that I changed was how I do my laundry. So previous to learning a little bit more about gut health, I was using all types of laundry products that had the word fragrance in the ingredients. Now the word fragrance really doesn't have any standards by which they need to meet. So it could be any type of chemical that could be harmful to our skin, to the environment, and to our clothes. So I made the first change by adding in Charlie's laundry powder. And this is fragrance-free, it's good for the community, it's good on our septic systems, and you just put like a little scoop of powder into your laundry. Now, with that, I also added wool dryer balls, and these sort of act as the fabric softener. Now, you can, if you would like to have a scent associated with your laundry, you can infuse some essential oils, depending on what scent you like, into these dryer balls and get a little bit of like natural fragrance into your clothes. The next change I made was my hand soap. So I switched to Evolve by Nature, and honestly, I only have 1 or 2 bottles of this, but I went and I bought the larger bottle, or the larger canister, and then I just fill up whatever hand soap containers I have around the house. This is also made with essential oils, and it is non-toxic and really good for the environment. So it's called Evolve by Nature. And cleans my hands and makes them soft. So, not a paper towel. You've probably seen some commercials or some information about the papaya, which you can find on Amazon. However, this one I got at Costco, and it is like a game changer. So around my house, I'm fairly known for always having a paper towel in my pocket, and it does produce a lot of waste. So this guy, I just rinse, I use it to wipe up the counters, I use it to wipe up after my grandchildren, and then I can rinse it again until I believe that it's too dirty to keep on using, and then I just toss it into the laundry. This has reduced the paper towel use in this house by at least 65%. So I'm pretty excited about this. It's called Not a Paper Towel. And then one of my most favorite household items that I made a change to is I got a soda stream. So when I gave up Diet Coke and aspartame and like the artificial sweeteners, I was struggling with not having a carbonated item. So I started to drink sparkling water. And then I found myself using water bottles that I had not used previously. So then I found this soda stream. Let me just show you this guy. All right, I'm pretty excited about this. So you buy the starter unit or whatever, and it comes with its own CO2 cartridge. You just pop it in the back. There are no batteries, there are no cords. And then it's all ready to go. You fill up your water bottle with your filtered water, stick it right in there, give it a couple pumps, depending on how much carbonation you like, and now you've got your carbonated water for the day. And I fill this up probably twice a day, and it takes me about 2 months for this cartridge to run out. So that's one of my favorites. So I have a drink of carbonated water with a little shot of balsamic vinegar every night to kind of restore my gut, the lining of my gut microbiome. The next item that I got was a green pan. And so I only have a few of these, and they are non-toxic, they are PFA-free, PFOA-free. They're still non-stick, which is really nice. But let me show you what I was dealing with prior to the green pan. So we hear this talk about metals being in things and they're hidden. This is not even hidden. This is a classic non-stick pan. It's a popular brand. And that you can see that the metal was literally coming off the pan and going into the food that I was cooking. So this green pan has been a great item. I've had this for about 18 months, still completely intact. And like I said, non-toxic for the family. And then finally, I switched from plastic cutting boards. I can't believe I was using plastic cutting boards. And think about all the plastics that are literally getting cut up and going into the food that I was eating. I switched to a nice wooden cutting board. This guy's from the Green Chef. You can see I could put meat on here, and then the sides will kind of grab the juices. I've got a flat side, and I use this guy for pretty much everything. Vegetables, meat, cheese, whatever it is that I'm using. So I'm gonna drop in the description and in the comments a link to the quick guide that I have to help reduce your overwhelm for the products in your household. And check it out. Also, if you like this kind of information, click like. I'd love to see you subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day.